How does that hold up out there?
Not good.
Hey everybody, we're out here in El Cajon, California at SoCal Suspension Shop with our buddy Eric Connor and the infamous Tundra. I'm sure you guys have seen some of this thing, from Hoonigan to Glamis to Ocotillo, from being destroyed to being rebuilt, built to destroy. Get it? See what I did there? No? Okay, whatever. This thing has been through hell and back, and he's done an amazing job with this truck. Let's take a look at this thing. Street legal. A lot of changes have happened since you've gotten this thing, right?
Yeah, a lot of fine adjustments, taking the car apart, putting it back together. There's just so many changes that make the vehicle perfect, or how you want it to be at the very end. It's insane how much you learn over a short period of time.
What? You got this thing about a year ago, right?
Yeah, so I was just thinking that the other day.
We're close to about a year, right?
About a year since I met Garrett the day I got it.
No way.
Seriously.
Since you met this guy.
Yeah.
And it's a full year of regrets.
A full year.
Honestly, dude, we're so happy to have you, man. You literally took the wheel of this thing and just started going. People absolutely love this truck. Oh no, dude.
I feel like this is if you put your mind towards something and you just see a goal and you just tunnel vision it. You know, I couldn't afford and don't have the patience to take 2.5 years to build.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, man.
I just think this is the way to go. You find a truck that's got the good bones, it has a lot of things that make it great, and then you can just take it to the level that you want to. And look, it took a year to get here, even after the 2.5 years it took to build the truck originally.
Right. Who's the original builder of this thing?
This was built by Jubera.
Shout out to the Jubera family, man. You guys are badass. Definitely. You know, they kill it. I think
yes, they do.
Their fabrication skills, so freaking above a lot of standards of a lot of people. I think you guys
in grassroots and that way.
Yeah, they go above and beyond, so you guys definitely kill it out there. So let's check this thing out, man. What kind of glass is this?
Basically, the truck's a 2000, that generation.
Okay.
And then the first year they made the Tundra, and this is 2016 and up glass. Headlights are 2016, tail lights are 2016, all the side shapes, hood, everything's exactly like that.
Dude, this looks mean, dude.
Being a one piece, I didn't normally like one pieces. I always like, fenders, hood.
Yeah, the 3-piece front.
But working on the truck and how easy it is to just tilt it forward is so nice.
Oh, nice, dude.
Right into it. Especially when you're out tuning the truck, shock tuning.
It's easy to get in there. I mean, typically with a one-piece, if you don't have this this lever right here, you always need 2 people to do it, which is a pain in the ass.
Yep.
But if it's just you, you're gonna run to the gas station, check something, check oil, check something really quick.
This basically hinges on a hinge.
You can do it by yourself.
You can do it all by yourself. Once it gets to this spot right here, it starts to fall, and there's just enough to just lay it up against the pad.
Oh, nice. Okay.
It just sets up for you. You don't have to have the shocks on it or anything.
I mean, oh my God, look at this thing, dude. Look at this upper J-arm, man. It is so beefy and massive, so you guys can kind of get an idea of how big this thing is, man. These dudes basically created like a full bulkhead. It almost looks like a tube chassis.
Correct. So yeah, this is Ryan's full bulkhead. So he basically CAD designed his front bulkhead. He's used this same kit on his F-150, this now Tundra. He can use it on pretty much a lot of full-size trucks that fit in this genre.
What's your width in the front, like 90-ish?
93 inches.
93 inches, okay.
Yeah, so it's pretty wide.
Yeah.
For being a small, or I guess mid-size.
Yeah, it's weird. I think this Gen Tundra is right in between like the new full-size trucks that are really big, and then kind of like, you know, the
wheelbase is 138 inches stock on this year Tundra with the extra cab.
Okay.
But the truck has been pushed forward another maybe 3 inches, so I think my wheelbase is now like 140 inches. The motor is pushed back 18 inches.
No way.
So the engine is pushed all the way into the cab. You can see how, so
yeah,
that's why I wanted a center mount truck. I mean, 100%. You know, just getting the weight back, bringing the weight in the middle of the truck versus the engine being so far forward.
Yeah.
Is just the way this thing reacts over things. It doesn't nosedive. It just takes off because the motor's set back.
Man, look at this. I mean, like, again, just going to this fabrication, I know you guys have been wanting to see a lot more fab work. I mean, we could spend all day on this thing, but
every single thing in the front of this, he TIG welded. So there's no MIG welding at all on his bulkhead, his spindles. Everything's overlay plated. Everything is TIG welded. And you know how long TIG welding takes and how beautiful it is?
Actually, I don't, because I don't fabricate. I'm a big poser. I'm just kidding. I wish I did, but yeah, it takes forever.
A lot of people ask what box that is. It's the same steering box they would use in a trophy truck.
Okay.
And then it goes down to a ram assist steering with his swing set that pushes it over. So
nice, man.
Even cool things like this, like brass fittings or brass bushings instead of Delron. Just keep this thing. I mean, the tolerances that he did, like just taking a piece off. When you take it off, there's no play. I mean, everything is so tight tolerances where you can tell that's a good craftsman that built this truck.
Just the craftsmanship, like you said, is just, it's so solid, man. I mean, what size shocks are you running on this thing, or do you know any number details on this?
3.5 bypasses and then 2.5 coilovers with 3.0 coils. And these have all been gone through from Christian and Sonny at Down South Motorsports. That's what we've been doing for the last 2 months, just getting it to be dialed in perfectly, and that's taken a lot. Basically I bought new coilovers and then had those valved to match the bypasses, and then going out with Sonny for a couple trips, getting it tuned, then revalving them again, and then retuning this last weekend. So it took a while, but
yeah, the shock tuning in itself is, like, we always say this is a science, and I mean, how many trips can you go in before you finally kind of get to where you're comfortable? It's a couple trips, right?
And you know what's weirdest thing is he's tuned my truck for where I was comfortable. So going through the whoop section on Pole Line Road, I felt comfortable at 65 to 72 miles an hour. That was where I felt well. I was not getting blur vision too much and scared, a little bit.
Right. So Pole Line Road, what he's referring to is that test section in Plaster City that you guys see a lot of trophy trucks go through, and even some of those trucks have some trouble going through there. It's probably one of the gnarliest, longest whoop sections in California.
Whoops, yeah. Doing that trip with him testing, I could do it at that speed, and then I went out a second time, like a couple trips between that time. I went out with you guys, got more comfortable with the truck. We went to Glamis, things like that. Then we went back to the same spot, and my comfortability with the truck became 85 miles an hour in the same section.
Oh, wow.
And the truck started, when you notice it started bucking and things like that.
Right.
I thought, okay, now we have to go back to the drawing board. I'm going too fast, and I'm feeling more comfortable with the truck. So Sonny was like, you need more weight in the back. When you look at all the videos, you're bucking. So
now you guys are, I didn't notice that. So you guys got two.
Yep.
Oh, shoot. Okay, cool. I'm gonna pull that thing off. When did you guys get this second spare in here?
This was just like a week ago.
No way.
So I figured a way to get the second spare in there, but the spare was really kicked up. I mean, it was 5.5 inches taller.
Okay.
And so you can see what I just did is, you look in there, I put the small Odyssey batteries. So I had two Optimas back there, and they're tall. They're like 8.5 inches tall. Those Odysseys are real low profile. They're like 5 inches. So it allows
same power.
So it's all like a lot of trophy truck drives. Everyone runs Odyssey because they're so light and small. So I ran two of those, same power cranking amps and everything. But now the two Odysseys are down here. You'll see.
Okay.
So that's one on that and one on the other side.
Oh yeah, dude. These don't look nearly as tall as the other.
So that allowed me to bring the tire all the way down into the cubby, get the weight really hanging off the back.
Okay.
And then this last trip, oh my God, the truck. I think that is probably one of the best things or most noticeable differences I've noticed about the truck, having a big weight. These weigh 95 pounds of tire, and then the wheels, these methods, are about I would say 30, 35 pounds. I'm not for sure 100%, but I know the tires are about 95 pounds. So say we got a good 140 more pounds back here.
Dang.
Off the back.
So for the person that doesn't know about like rear suspension setup, how would you explain why weight distribution is important when you guys are going at that, like at that speed or with that fine tuning?
Keeping the wheels on the ground and planted through the whoops is important because it doesn't try to kick out on you or do weird things. So having that extra weight in the back, you want that so it can just go through the whoop and you're not going, you're sliding all over, busting,
swapping
or kicking out. Like a lot of people that kick out. You know what 85 miles an hour, you don't want to kick out because it's like you're scared.
Oh yeah, dude, it's good.
You already got blur vision and then all of a sudden you're like this.
That's like butt pucker level 10 maybe. So you're saying with pushing the motor back, getting that weight back there, you're able to really stay on it, keep the front end floating and the back doing its job, working, like all the wheel travel's going through.
And
plus, you know, it's kind of like when you're leaning back on a dirt bike or something, right? You're distributing that weight, putting it towards the back, and you're able to like have more stability. You basically use all that wheel travel in the rear, and the front will just float. So crazy, man. I mean, since we have the back off, let's kind of go over the rear.
Okay.
Let's check this out, man. I mean, gosh, dude, just to kind of go over the craftsmanship, and then you got this all coated.
So
you got a nice jazz.
Linex, so that was kind of a sketchy, like I was like, sure, I want to Linex the roll cage, because what if something happens? You can take a razor knife and you can cut through the Linex and you can cut it through this part and you can cut it right there and it just comes right off.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, it just peels off like
a coat, like a plastic kind of sealing, a sleeve?
It just comes right off like a sleeve. It still stays the same shape. So you cut that section out and then you fix it, you know, re-weld in your piece, redo the cage like I had to do.
Right.
And then you take it back to your guy at Linex. He can blend that and he can reshoot at that whole section and make it look like it never happened.
Man, that's freaking insane. That's very cool. I didn't know you were able to do that.
I like little things like this, like having, this is all TIG welded to plating, but you know, having the Linex cut around it.
Nice.
Have this all steel it so it has a nice
it's all in the detail with your Eric. Yeah. You like the detail, man. That's dope, man. I'm sorry, I don't know if we got to it, but the travel numbers in the front, do you know what they were?
Yes. The front is 24 inches, strapped at 24.
Strapped at 24.
And the rear is strapped at about 29, 28 right now. It was at 30, but I brought it down to 28, I think.
Okay, so when you say strapped, again, for the people at home that don't know what that is, so
you got a limiting strap, which here's another thing, you know, you need two limiting straps. They're stacked together because limiting straps stretch. So they're holding the suspension to stop at a certain point. And what's good about a stretching strap, when it does that, it doesn't go make that knocking noise.
Like metal to metal.
Yeah, it's slowing down the metal to metal, and also you're not hurting your shock. The strap is stopping it, not the shock stopping it.
Got it.
So when the shock is stopping, you're hurting the shock each time you hit that.
Like you overextend it, right? Yes. And I've heard that kind of helps with the life of the shock and just kind of like less wear and tear, right? Yeah. So that's why people use limit straps. Ding! Information! And then, so what's the travel numbers back here, brother?
We're at 28, about 29, because the strap does stretch a little bit. So
okay.
I did do it at 28, but then it stretches about to 29.
29 inches. Okay, and then back setup, what's up with these guys?
Same thing, 3.5 bypasses.
Okay.
2.5 coilovers. So the next thing, you know, doing all this tuning stuff is I ordered 4.4 King Kong.
No way. Are you serious?
Yeah, so they come in a couple of weeks, you know, that takes, but that'll be my next step. And then I'm going, RJ, you guys know RJ Fab, he runs a 2.5 coilover like me, but he runs the big 3.5 coil spring.
Okay.
So you can do that. They do like a billet conversion that converts it over to a big spring, long spring.
It's like trophy truck status, dude.
Like Darren Parson, the same thing. He runs a big 3.5 coil with the smaller, you know, so that's a lot what I like. That's kind of a trick I'm going to do and try to get it even better in the back if I can.
So you're saying by changing up the shocks, by changing some of those things, that's even going to cause for an even smoother ride, ideally, right? Man, these guys are hard to keep up with, man. I'm over here with like some freaking like 2.5s and 3.0 Kings in the back. I need to start saving some money, man. I need to get another job.
Here's a great advice. If you're building a truck, build a truck with in mind that you might get the biggest, baddest shocks there is, right?
Right.
So if you only can afford 2.5s, cool, but build it so later on you get more money down the road, you can throw the big shocks on. He did it right. I can put the big shocks on this truck.
See?
Think of that.
See, guys? See? Anyways, cool, man. So
waiting in the back.
Yeah, let's check this out. So
fuel cell, Jazz 32-gallon fuel cell.
32 gallons. How does that hold up out there?
Not good. I did convert once I got this is an LS1 motor. I haven't talked about the motor. LS1 Texas Speed built motor. It dynoed about 350 horsepower to the wheels on 37s.
I think we got to go stand by the motor, man. We got to go look at this thing. So tell us one more time, what is this bad boy?
LS1 with a Phytech standalone unit. So Phytech does their intake manifold, their big throttle body, and then their whole harness, and then it has a standalone Phytech brain that they can put on a laptop on the dyno and tune the motor. Their fuel rail and their injectors was the big injectors, and they were only using 20% of the injector at that point. So my tuner said, let's just drain the gas and go to the gas station, put E85 in the truck, and I'll retune it and see what happens. And the truck got 88 horsepower gain.
What?
Just by gas. Just by
no freaking way. Holy crap,
but
dude. That's crazy.
The reason why that sucks is now the fuel injectors are at 77% duty cycle versus 22%. So I'm putting 3 times as much fuel through this motor.
Holy crap. Okay, so yeah, that could be an issue.
3 times faster than everybody
Awesome.
else.
Okay, so what are you getting to the gallon? What miles to the gallon? What do you think?
I would say maybe 2 or 3 miles.
Shut up. Oh my God. It's not miles per gallon, it's miles per gallon, right? And you're definitely smiling.
Smiling, yeah.
Definitely. Good.
There's a big difference.
Nice, man. So what's up with the rear end right now?
It still has a Curry semi-floater in it.
Okay.
This is how I bought the truck. So I went to Camberg. They set me up with a full floater. They're big axles,
The jumper 36 spline?
36 spline, like everything done. And I gave them this rear end to copy everything exactly the same. All the mounts, like bump stop pads, the sway bar mounts, the tabs for all my links will be identical. And I'll get the rear end fully done. Brake lines will be done. Their Willwood setup will be on it. All I'll have to do is just hook up the one line.
No way. So ready to go. Drop it in.
Fully done. I just drop it in, bleed the brakes, and I'm ready to go. Like
hell yeah, man. So for those of you guys that don't know, the 36 spline jumbo axles are literally like close to this big, man.
Yes, they're huge.
It's crazy. So
and the axle housing's bigger. Everything's gonna be bigger.
Everything. So it's awesome. That type of setup is so strong. It is truly amazing, and it's very pricey, but it definitely is worth all the rear ends that you could end up breaking. And that's kind of what people say, right? Like it's better to invest like in the parts that are going to last you forever than having like a rear end break, or if you're going to race, or if you're going to go out for a fun weekend, you break your rear end, it ruins the whole weekend.
The truck is only as good as your weakest link, and that's one of your weak links. So.
Right. Definitely something to invest in. So
I Linexed everything inside: floor, tunnel, back firewall. Dyno matted the roof to keep it quiet. And Linexed all the cage. So
the dyno mat is necessary, right?
Yeah. A lot of people ask me how I got 4 seats in the truck, being just an extra cab, because it just had a little bench seat at one point. What I did, way to save some money, is these are Can-Am Razor rear seats. They would put in a 4-seat Can-Am, and this is the front seat they'd put in a Can-Am 4-seater.
What? Dude,
Yeah.
that is a really good idea.
It's a smaller seat in the back, bigger seat in the front, but visually you really couldn't tell when you first see it. It looks like the same seat, but this seat is actually smaller, and it fits perfectly in there.
It makes sense for this type of
Save you
truck.
some money.
Dude, so this is a great setup in here, man.
Yeah, so built a dash for it after I got it. So this is our dash. I don't know if you guys all like them. I do. BJ Baldwin signed the truck, and he's a Tundra owner guy.
Right on, man. Right on.
At the Hoonigans event. So this is the Phytech unit. So
okay.
Phytech will tell you, like, you can put whatever gauge you want on it. So this is like my speed, battery voltage, coolant level, and then this is also how much my injectors are pulsing, which I like to see if I'm leaning out or getting too rich. Saves the motor. Then you got all your normal gauges like trans temp, which everybody needs to have in a pre-runner period. You're always looking at trans
most importantly.
And then oil pressure you look at, and RPMs. I can have it on here or not, either way, but definitely trans temp and your actual water temp. Those things you're looking at all the time.
If you don't mind me asking, can you tell us a little about the crash? Oh, no!
Oh, he freaking.
Oh, yo! Are you okay? Oh my God, dude. Hope it's not too soon. Too soon, James. Too soon, man.
Old news last year.
Right? Yeah. So this hopefully it's old news, but
Years
man,
in the
you still
beginning.
feel it a little, right?
Yeah, you definitely do.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. That day that happened, it was pretty crazy. I think we were all like really pumped up. We had a good group of guys out there that trip.
I think I got really overly confident with my truck at that point. Where I was really feeling good, and I was, I think, trying to show off and go a little farther than I should have. And I just was that. You guys saw me that day. I was just hitting everything. I was going faster than I normally went off of every jump, every whoop section. Hit that jump, and the truck went off a little crooked. And
Because you had hit it once already.
Yeah,
you
I
had
hit it
jumped it once, and it was fine.
Perfect, and I hit it like probably maybe 10 or 20 miles an hour faster than before. And when I hit it, it just you can feel it. It happened at Pismo too. When the truck goes off and it starts going sideways. In a motorcycle, you can pull it back.
You could adjust it, distribute your
In a
weight.
truck,
Yeah.
You're like you have nothing you can do other than just hope that you don't go too sideways. So when I came down, I was a little bit sideways, but not enough to not save it. So I gave it gas to save it, and once I finally saved it, you guys saw I was going the wrong way, and I hit a berm, and it just flipped me.
Yeah, it was like a giant mound or something. Yeah.
Craziest thing, truck was still running upside down.
Cut that
was
clip in.
Yeah, this truck has definitely been through a journey. We're super happy to be working with you, brother. Like, seriously, man, you have been amazing. You kill it. You're a 100% kind of guy. You literally put in all of your effort to make every single trip. This guy absolutely crushes. Thank you, Eric, for letting us come by the shop on this Sunday, and we'll be seeing you soon, brother.
All right, see you.
All right, man. Later, dudes.
Yeah.